Hey, and welcome to our live Tuesday leadership chat. Today I'm going to be talking about moving people to action. Helping people to take the next step can actually be really difficult sometimes. People can become accustomed to taking action based on their past experience or their past behaviours, the things that have worked before, the things that are known, the things that are predictable. Even if it's not as satisfying as what they could be, it's familiar and it's safe. Moving someone to action into something that they may not have thought of before or done before can take someone outside their comfort zone, which can be quite scary and unsettling. Great coaches know that no matter how fantastic and wonderful and transformational the coaching session is, it cannot actually reach its true potential until it's been brought down to earth with some really effective action steps that implement the discoveries and the new awareness that was created in the coaching session. But what if your coachee doesn't follow through on what they say they'll do? What if the coachee doesn't seem to care or doesn't seem committed to actually achieving the things that they're responsible for? My name's Kylie Butler, and I'm a part of Christian Coaching Institute, which is Australia's leading Christian coaching organisation. And we've been coaching and training leaders in coaching for over 10 years now. Now, as a great coach, you will know that you begin any coaching session firstly by building rapport, then setting the focus or the outcome for the session. And then you spend most of your time creating awareness, exploring different perspectives and possibilities, discovering barriers and options and opportunities for your coachee. Then, once the coachee has fully explored, the most natural move is to move towards determining action steps, to move outside of the coaching session as to what they're going to do. Action steps are critical in getting things done. Coaching is about change, and in order to change, some sort of action actually needs to take place. But before we can take action, we need to actually consider all of the possibilities. You know, sometimes the coach can come to the session with kind of one or two options or one or two ways forward, and both seem like bad for them or just don't feel right for them. Coaching helps the coachee to actually expand their options so that they really do have a proper choice, and they can begin to experiment with new thoughts and ideas rather than going down the path of the better one of the two bad options. As coaches, we need to be wary of moving the coachee into action too quickly without exploring the situation and all of the options fully. Spend time listening, asking questions, creating awareness to really get to the bottom of the issue before we move to action steps. Here's a couple of great action step questions that you could ask. Considering our work today, and as well as your short-term and your long-term goals, what actions are you committing to this week or before our next session? What do you commit to accomplishing this week to solidify your learning from our conversation today? Another question could be, what are your specific action steps? Or, so what will you do now and by when? What would stop you moving forward in these action steps, and how might you overcome it? How can you keep yourself motivated? And when do you need to review your progress, daily, weekly, monthly? And then finally, decide on a date that you'll review their progress. This will provide some accountability and responsibility, but also encourage you to allow the coachee to change their approach if their original plan with you isn't working. Here are 5 simple reminders to help you with your coachees to design actions that can work. Firstly, actions must come from the coachee, not from the coach. The second one is the timeline says it needs to be done between this session and our next coaching session. What is even the small wins that can be celebrated in between what might be a larger goal? The outcome matches the coachee's values and it moves them closer towards their vision. You notice that the coachee's energy and enthusiasm increases during the implementation stage. And celebration comes quickly because they have moved forward. So if you're interested in helping people move forward to be more responsible and accountable for their actions, why not join me and the Christian Coaching Institute team for our September Coach Mastery cohort. This is our fourth cohort for 2020. It runs over 12 weeks via Zoom, and you'll be with other leaders who are wanting to increase their coaching skills, and they will be from all over the country. We've been running the Coach Mastery course for over 10 years, but particularly we've been running it online for over 2 years now. So we've got quite creative in the way that we engage people in their online learning. It has a high relational factor, pretty similar to what you can get in person. I'll put the link in the comments below. But let's have a look at a summary. You know, as we look at action steps, a great coach knows that you begin your session by building rapport, setting the focus and the outcome for the session, and then start to create awareness by exploring perspectives and possibilities, looking at barriers and options. Only when you have done that can you actually then begin to more naturally explore what is the action steps to move forward. Action steps are crucial in getting things done, and they are crucial for change in coaching. Great to meet with you today. Look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock.